Hey, welcome to part 2 of my Star Wars Rebels Season 4 predictions and theories. Alright, if you haven't seen part 1, you'll want to do that right away because I talk about different characters uh, and what I think their story arcs will be through the season. And this time I'm talking about different things that I think will happen that doesn't have to do with a specific character. Alright, so I'm going to start. I think that Biggs, Dak, and more classic original trilogy characters are going to appear, and possibly some of them getting big roles. I think Biggs will just appear in a one off episode, and I think Dak, you'll hear his name or something, but I don't think he'll have much of a role. But I think other Rebel pilots that were in it will get bigger roles. I think Wedge's role will be expanded. Uh, Maybe you'll see some of Luke Skywalker's friends, but not. I don't know in what capacity they would be, but I think some original trilogy characters will appear in it. I think Lando will not appear anymore because having Lando appear now so close to A New Hope, it would be harder because they'd have to make his character look like perfect, basically. Um, it was easier when it was 5 years off because when you're 5 years prior to A New Hope, and what I think, uh, 6, 7, yeah, 8 years before he's introduced in uh, The Empire Strikes Back, because we don't see him till that. 8 years is a long time, so I think that that's safe because a person would change a lot in 8 years. But having it so close to A New Hope, yes, we don't see him for 3 years until 3 years after that. But I feel like it's still just pushing it, and they'd have to make him look really close to Billy D. Williams. So I don't think he'll appear. But Biggs, Dak, and more might, and I'm pretty sure they will. I said this in the last video, but I'm pretty sure the Battle of Scarif will be shown uh, from the Rebels' perspective this time. I think this will be the season 4 finale, and if my prediction about it sadly only having 4 seasons instead of 5 is correct, then I believe this will be the series finale of Rebels, having it the Battle of Scarif. Now, if oh, sorry again for background noise if you aren't hear any of that. Anyway, uh, now if Star Wars Rebels gets 5 seasons, uh, then I assume, uh, sorry, if Star Wars Rebels gets 5 seasons, I would assume that the Battle of Scarif would be they'd wait till season 5 for that, or season 5 would take place during different parts in the original trilogy, and it would be more like an anthology season. But I'm assuming Battle of Scarif will be series finale in season 4. Uh, I also think that it's going to lead right into A New Hope, just like how Rogue One did that. So I'm pretty sure we'll lead like right into it, and you might even get to see Princess Leia's perspective of it, uh, like how she got onto that ship during the Battle of Scarif. I mean, we see her on the Tantive 4, but we don't actually see it. I mean, we don't need an explanation. Clearly, she just got on the ship. But when Bail Organa says, I'll get someone I know we can trust and rely on, maybe we'll get to see Bail Organa go up to Leia and actually get her to do the mission, and we'll see the mission. I don't know, but I think it will lead right into episode 4. Uh, I also think the Rogue One squad will be introduced, so the characters from Rogue One. This does not mean Jyn Erso, because Jyn Erso wasn't a rebel until Rogue One. However, if they show the Battle of Scarif, we might see Jyn Erso off in the distance because obviously part of Rogue One, the Battle of Scarif is in that, so if the Battle of Scarif is taking place, you'd see it. However, since none of the characters interacted with it, Jyn Erso won't be, probably won't be there. Uh, but I do think that they're going to appear at some point. And I mean people like K2SO, probably still voiced by Alan Tudyk in it. Uh, Cassian, I think that I forget who that pilot guy is, but he'll be in it. Uh, I don't think that Chirrut will be in it. He's the I am one with the Force and the Force is with me guy, and I don't think his friend will be in it either, due to the fact that they weren't rebels until Rogue One. So it's the same case with Jyn Erso. But I think that they, well, they weren't official rebels till it. But I think that Cassian and K2SO are really big likely candidates for appearing in season 4. I also think that the rebels will finally move to Yavin 4 and have their base there. That way it's ready for A New Hope. Uh, I think it will be great to see how they get this base and how they switch from Dantooine. I'm also excited. I think that season 4 obviously before it shows Yavin 4, but I believe we got a name drop of it from Mon Mothma saying they were going to have a meeting there. Uh, and that was in season 3. But I think that in season 4 we'll actually get to see the rebel base on Dantooine, just like Princess Leia lied about, because there had been a rebel base there, but there wasn't by the time of A New Hope. So I think we'll see Dantooine, and then we're going to get to see Yavin 4 and how they got there and why they switched from Dantooine. I also think that by the time of season 4, the Rebels will be the full Rebel Alliance. That pretty much happened towards the end of season 3 of Rebels, but at the same time, it's not like the full alliance. They're just really close to getting there, like 95% there. But I feel like it will get to 100% by the time season 4 comes along. I think that it's going to jump from year 4 to year 5 in one season. What I mean by this is Star Wars Rebels was supposed to cover a 5-year time period. It took place it when season 1 started. It that takes place 5 years before A New Hope does. Well, they keep getting closer and closer to A New Hope. So I think that because they can't do a season 5 most likely. I think. Oh, did my voice get louder? Oh well. Anyway, I think that they're going to have to jump from year 4 to year 5. So maybe after the mid-season finale, when it comes back. So let's say in December, the mid-season finale happens. It comes back in January. Then in January, I think it would be year 5, and then the rest of the season would be year 5. Now, if they got 5 seasons, it would be perfect, but I think it will cover 2 years in this time period. So I'm pretty sure that will happen. That way they can end with the Battle of Scarif. I also think Bale's role will be expanded, and he'll slowly get older, to the fact that he looks older than he did in the prequel trilogy in Rebels, yes, but he does not look as old as he does in Rogue One. So he's still getting there. His hair's still slowly turning gray, but I think we'll get to see him actually get older to look like that. I think that his role will be expanded, and you'll get to see his work with the Alliance, because we only get to see bits and pieces of it throughout the series. I also think he's going to get his suit changed, because right now it's almost identical to his prequel trilogy costume. Not identical, but almost identical. In Rogue One, he has a completely different outfit. Now, yes, usually I would say, well, people change their clothes every day. Yes, but with Star Wars characters, and any fictional characters really, they tend to keep the same costume for the most part. For the most part, again, they do change, but for the most part, it's the same outfit. And so, I think that we'll see why Bail Organa's suit changes from blue to a different one. Mon Mothma, I'm pretty sure that it's going to show her. This might even just be in like a mention of it, or like within 2 minutes you see this happen. But I think Mon Mothma will be put in command of the whole rebellion and I think we'll get to see that happen. Uh, I think that General Dodonna's cell will be shown. We seen a little bit of him towards the end of season 3, but we don't really get to see him that much. I think we'll get to see his rebel cell, and we'll see him join with the alliance because he has a big role in, well, not a big role, a big role in the rebel alliance, but mine supporting, like, no, it's a background role really in the Star Wars movies. He is in Rogue One, and he's in Episode 4, and he was in. He might be in the Clone Wars. I'm not sure, but I feel like we'll see General Dodonna actually getting to be shown as a person. I also think that the Mon Calamari will be introduced. I've been waiting for this. Originally, this would have just been, when is Admiral Akbar going to join? I really want to see that because that would be great. But then there's that other guy. I can't think of his name right now. I'm sorry. He was in Rogue One, and in it a lot. That guy had a huge part in the Rebel Alliance, so we need to see him join as well. And we have yet to see any Mon Calamari in the Rebel Alliance yet. For Rebels, the Star Wars Rebels at least. So I think Season 4 will actually show the Mon Calamari joining up with the Rebel Alliance to make that complete Rebel Alliance I was talking about earlier. So I think that that will happen, and maybe one of them will get a big role. I'm not sure. And my final thing is one more. Second to last thing is I think R2-D2 and C-3PO will get to see more of them, because we need to see how they get with Wedge, and we need to see how they. I think we should see how they get on the Tantive 4. Maybe they'll do that if my Princess Leia theory is correct. But I think we need to see more of them because of how close it's getting to A New Hope. We know they work with the Rebel Alliance, but I really want to see that fully fleshed out. And my final point is the series will end in a perfect ending. I'm pretty sure when you end the series, you'll be asking for more, but that's also means it ended in a good ending. I think, like, when you watch it, you'll be like, whoa, I need to go binge watch the whole series. I feel like it will be one of those endings. Or, like, I need to watch this episode 5 times. I'm pretty sure the series will end, like, amazing, and you'll be like, wow, it just works, and, like, it will change your whole perspective of the movie, the movies as a whole, in a good way. So I think that's going to happen. With that, this is about the same length as the other episode, part 1 was. So thanks for watching this. I hope you enjoyed it. Sorry if I wasted 13 minutes of your life just babbling on and on about theories. But that's what Star Wars fans like to do. I mean that in a good way. So, if you did like my theories, hit that like button and comment below with what your ones are and what ones you think I got wrong or got way off, things like that. I would love to hear them. If you didn't see part 1, go watch that now. If you did see part 1, great. Now you've seen both of them. So thanks for that. If you like my channel, subscribe for more. I'm Lego Freedom 1, and I will see you guys later. Thanks. Bye.